Greg, the Biden administration literally froze deportations. They tied the hands of Border Patrol. They said that they were whipping migrants. They halted border wall construction. They gave free health care to illegal aliens. I mean, they created the crisis.
I love this idea. The idea of the Times doing a series of op-eds where, you have this guy, the Biden border advisor, telling us how to do the border. You know what, Jesse? I came up with a few.
They're definitely better than mine.
So today, or was it yesterday? They had the Biden advisor, and then tomorrow they're going to have Andrew Cuomo to do a piece on caring for aging parents in rest homes. I'm going to read that one. Jeffrey Toobin is going to do one on oversharing on social media, and Jesse's going to do one on tipping generously. But yeah, you think they would have hey, why don't we invite Tom Homan to write a piece? Yeah. I mean, if he's got illegal crossings down to the lowest level ever. But this is kind of like our A block, is that for some reason they can't help, including the Times, to return to the very minds that create the havoc. No one at the Times thought to say, you know what, baby buddy, you should sit this one out. You've done enough. But the Dems are great at saying, yeah, it didn't work out the first time, but just give us a chance and we'll make it better. This is why Trump is good. Even when you're pissed off about Epstein, he's not perfect. But when he's not perfect, he's still good. The problem with all these other things that Dems do, they have to be perfect to work. So it's like capitalism. It can be frustrating and it can be prone to flaws, but it doesn't have to be perfect to make the world work. There's nothing more frightening than a liberal who says we can do better, because that's not an improvement, that's a threat.
You're saying Trump's like pizza. Even when he's bad, he's good.
Exactly.
Katie, along those lines, Tony Blinken, the former Secretary of State, after Operation Midnight Hammer, he wrote a piece, I believe it was in the New York Times as well, saying, I disagree with this policy choice, but I hope that it goes well. And the whole thing is well, you played with Iran and you tied the hands of Israel behind their back for 4 years.
Yeah, they set it up, and then they don't want to actually deal with the consequences of their behavior or admit that they created the crisis, as you said. They invited this in. President Trump's ability to secure the border and fix it within 6 months proves that this was always a choice. Always. And now that the border is secure, he's putting all the resources and asked Congress for the money in the big, beautiful bill to do interior enforcement, which is the consequence of an open border, because now all these bad people, these criminals, are inside of American communities. And you have Democrats trying to protect them in sanctuary cities all across the country, which have created this problem for 20 years. I thought in his op-ed it was ridiculous that he kept saying that bipartisan immigration reform had failed because it became too political. When you look at legislation after legislation that's been introduced under the guise of bipartisanship and reform, which has really just been a big amnesty handout to legalize millions of people who came here illegally. So they're trying to rewrite this in a way that it was too political for them to come to some kind of solution. But the numbers speak for themselves, and the fact that the president was able to do this in 6 months from the executive branch proves that sovereignty matters, borders matter, and that Democrats were perfectly willing to invite 20 million plus people into the country without vetting. And we haven't seen the full consequences of what that looks like yet.
Jessica, let me just turn it over to you for all the words that you want to say.
Thank you.
You never say that to me.
Because you take it no matter what. But I'm actually respectful and pay attention to the red light and getting interrupted.
What are you saying?
Case in point, my people. Stop it. It's a very cute outfit I'm wearing. I saw the headline and I thought it was, the New York Times PitchBot account that makes fun of the New York Times. I thought it was Doug J. Balloon, I think. Not the people that you want to be hearing from on this. I think having border crossings down to 0 is an incredible achievement. The problem is that the rest of the immigration policy is in absolute shambles. His approval rating on immigration ranges from -27, that's in Gallup, to -19 in CNN, and -15 in the new Quinnipiac poll that's out today. He's in the red or underwater, however you want to say it, on deportations as well, which was one of his key promises. In the CNN poll, his approved strongly number down to -21. It's the lowest it's been at any point in either of his administrations.
Why do you think that is?
Because he's not doing a good job at being president.
But you just acknowledged the incredible results, so that you're obviously not telling the truth.
One thing, but I am obviously
No, you're saying he's not doing a good job when you just admitted.
He's doing a good job on 1/16 of a policy that he promised
1/16?
everybody.
No, it's the lowest in history.
So,
he actually
Greg,
solved the border crisis.
A president has to do more than that. Jesse is wrong about the economic ratings as well. He's trying. Oh,
How am
he's
I wrong
trying
about the
guess-
economic rating?
Because he's underwater on what people feel about
I
the
never
economy.
even brought up the polls,
Yes, you
Jessica.
did.
And all the polls
You
you're
said, stop
citing
it with the
had
inflation.
Kamala Harris winning.
That's not true. Donald
Yes,
Trump was
yes, it is.
always predicted to win.
No, he wasn't.
Yes, and he will, by the way, be getting no credit for anything that any of you are excited about if he cannot sort out his answer on the Epstein files.
But
It is
don't
all
pretend
that it
to
is
care
going
about
on now.
that.
Yeah.
He's
But you're
calling
speaking on that from a
75
political perspective, not a moral one, so it doesn't matter.
Of course it matters.
I actually am interested in it.
75. I'm interested in.
You never brought it up for
enough
years.
with
That's
the
not
polls,
true.
Jessica. The polls are so boring.
Fine. How about the humans? Mike Flynn, you're a human. Charlie Kirk, you're a human. Steve Bannon, you're a
Okay.
human. They're all mad. They're
Now
all
you're on
saying,
their side.
No,
What a coincidence. She's now wants to know about Epstein now that Trump's in the office. Didn't care when Biden was there. What else do you care about? Who ran
died
the
on Trump's
presidency?
watch. What?
Who did you actually care who was running the White House when Joe was in office? Did you
Yeah.
care about that?
This
No.
is such an incredible deflection.
No, it's not.
You
I'm
brought
showing
up
you-
Epstein.
I'm showing
We're
you it's a
talking about the
pattern.
border. You brought up Epstein.
I'm talking about why this president is not doing a good job on everything from the border.
you just
to
said he
handling
was.
Close the border permanently, Jessica.
Immigration policy. Go ahead.
You are
Just keep
conflating. No,
going.
okay, now
No, I'm
Jessica,
not.
you are conflating